Tantrum House Saturday morning board game show. I'm Kevin.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Sarah.
Today we are going to be playing and showing off a lot of games that are just recently hit the market. We have a couple sponsors we want to shout out in just a second, but also I wanted to tell you right now to stick around to the end of the show because, you know, there's a music video
That might have somebody in
that you
it.
might want to watch at the end.
Hold on, there's no audio.
Oh no, hold on. One moment, please. Technical difficulty.
It's on.
How about you guys talk?
Check. Can you hear us over here
So
at the
what's-
table?
What's the audio situation, viewers out there? Can you hear us?
Oh, there we go.
Okay, we're
Okay, you can hear us.
So we can start again.
Yes.
Welcome
Welcome
back
to
to the couch. Saturday morning board game show. I'm Kevin.
I'm Vanna.
I'm Sarah.
And today we are going to be playing and talking about a lot of board games that are recently hitting the market. We have some sponsors, but once again, stick around to the end of the show. I feel like I've said this again before.
Deja vu.
It's April Fool's Day
April-
weekend.
Yes, but there will be a music video at the end that you want to stick around for. So after the end credits.
Yeah. So one of our sponsors is Game Toppers LLC. As you can see, we have our lovely Game Toppers
Yep, you'll see
that
some
we'll
of the
be
mats.
showing off our games on
How
today.
many mats do you have?
We
down
got
there,
all
Sid?
kinds of mats.
1, 2, 3.
Options.
Let's just pull them off when we
Yes.
need a change out.
There you go.
And then Wallzap, you may not be familiar with this company. It is a company that makes magnetic wall, I don't even know. Hangers?
Hangers
Decorations.
for your games. They also have some art you can buy. We have some on our shelves. We stick it on the end of our calyx, and you can hang board game box lids, show off some of the
So when you run out of space on your shelves.
Or if you just want to display that really pretty
There you
box.
Yes.
Perfect.
Wallzap is the perfect product for you.
And we'll share a little bit more information about that later in today's show. But I think we're going to start it over at the table.
Hello, welcome to the table. Today, right now, we're going to be looking at Sleeping Gods: Distant Skies by Ryan. It was designed by Ryan Luckett, and it was published by Red Raven. So, in Sleeping Gods: Distant Skies, you are adventurers. This is a 1 to 4 player game. You're adventurers who have been sucked through a portal, are in a completely different land, and in order to get back home, you have to awaken the sleeping gods. And you're going to be doing that by working as a team, by exploring your map here, and basically performing different actions, combat, fun stuff like that. So the way that it works is you're going to use all 5 of these characters regardless of how many players are playing. So if you're 1 player, you get everything. If you're 3 players like we have now, one of the people would have 2 characters, the others would have 1. And then Claire, even though there's 5 characters and only 4 players, Claire is kind of our wild player. Everyone uses that character at all times. You'll be moving around this board. You have a plane that you can fly. You have actions that you can take. All of that fun stuff.
This board here?
Yes, this board here. Can you see it?
No one can see it yet.
All right.
Someday.
It's all fuzzy. Here we go. This board here. So you're going to be moving around this board here. These are your characters that you have. And then this is your action board with some of your discards and stuff. The cool thing about this game is they give you an introduction booklet. So there's a lot of moving parts. It has a little comic that gives you the story and everything. And then this walks you through some of the actions that you're going to be doing. So the first thing that you'll do is you'll perform a challenge. Each of your characters, you'll basically choose who's going to participate in that. And it's going to be, you might have a choice where, okay, do we go left or do we go right? And if we go left, we need high perception. If we go right, we need high moxie. You're going to choose which characters are going to participate in that everything. You're going to draw a card, and that's going to add numbers to that.
Oh, no.
If you pass, cool. If you fail, bad things happen, like you lose health and things like that. And then you'll get into combat situations. The combat in this game is kind of cool, where you'll have your monsters and everything, but the way that you attack them is you have these boxes. And different boxes do different things. Some of them will deal damage to you at the end of rounds. Others will give them more power so that they grow and they become do more damage to you each turn. The way to defeat a monster is by getting rid of all of their heart squares. So you're going to be attacking their hearts and trying to kill them, but you might also want to mitigate damage by taking out other squares and things like that as well. The way combat works, each person has combat cards. They will, each round, everyone will play a combat card on their character, and basically you just go in around. This guy would attack this guy, would do as much damage as he could. This guy would counterattack this guy, and then you rinse and repeat over the course of all the characters, all the rounds, until all of the monsters are defeated. And then after that, basically, you'll be doing events, you'll be gaining quests, you'll be moving around the board, you'll be exploring ruins. This handy-dandy board right here shows you some of the things you can do. You can camp, and each player will basically move this time marker down here. Different actions cost a different amount of time, and that is what basically causes character turns to end and rounds to end, and over the course of that, you'll be exploring and killing monsters and all that fun stuff. The cool thing
I was gonna say, isn't the cool thing about this game the story?
The story. So this is the storybook. So as you're doing quests and events and things like that, you're going to be opening this book to different sections. If it's right side up, you'll be opening this book to different sections, and it's very story heavy. There's multiple endings. There's a lot of different things that can go on that affect your entire run. You also have this little booklet right here that allows you to track your progress, so that obviously if you finish, your game night comes to an end, you can just pick up right where you left off when you come back. And there's also an expansion called Thunderstorm Isle that adds a little mini different board and different cards and stuff like that.
I know that you have the different maps here, and you have some more information there, and you have your other map. How many games does it take to like waken a sleeping god and finish a campaign? Do you know?
I actually don't know.
Yeah.
You guys played the first one. Do you remember how many
We
that
tried
took?
to play the first one.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Yeah, we played the original Sleeping Gods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's a lot of moving parts. It kind of reminds me of Eldritch Horror to a degree, where you're a bunch of adventurers on a board and you're going
I think
around.
you just got to be
completing
really.
quests
If you
and
want to
stuff.
play this kind of game, you've got to be committed.
Yes.
To like just spending a lot of time understanding what's going on, but also time just taking you to accomplish.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. You can't just knock this out real
Right,
quick.
because depending on how you explore and where you go, you could get there quicker than if you take a lot of side paths. And
So is that our everyone?
That's Claire. There are other figurines as well.
Oh.
They got left in the box. But that's Claire.
So there's a figurine for each person?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's great.
And so you'll be taking turns moving around the board and trying to explore different things and awaken the
I don't
sleeping
know if you can
gods.
see this up here. Oh, you can.
The plane.
The plane's pretty cool. There it is.
Meow.
distant skies.
Yep, sleeping gods, distant skies.
And here's there he is. There's the tracker. Where are we? Are we here? We're here?
We start at Henrik's camp,
Oh, okay.
and then we move out.
Sweet. All right. I think we're going back to the couch.
Hey, over here, we are talking about a new game from Randolph, which is Mega Jackpot. This is a slot machine game, which is obviously press your luck.
Yeah.
So let's jump in. You start with a little bit of cash, and we each have $7, which you can keep or you can spend to keep pressing your luck.
Okay.
So your goal is to try and get 3 matching items, and you'll get to keep those cards if they match. So what's coming up in the slot machine, you can get an idea. This one is either going to be a ruby or a magic carpet, or a ruby or the genie, and we got an apple and a ring. So I am going to, on my turn, you can flip 1 or 2 cards from the piles.
Okay.
I'm going to choose this one simply because the genie is really, really rare, and so I have a good chance of maybe getting a gem, which I did. All right, so I got 3 matching. I can keep these cards. Now I have a choice. I can keep the 3, which I would have 9 points, or I can put them in the safe and I can press my luck. One of these 4 cards is
Is it a monkey?
genie.
No, it's a genie. And
There's 3 monkeys, all right?
Okay.
So I could press my luck and try and get the jackpot. You get whatever is in here. So since there's nothing starting off with in the jackpot, I'm just going to take these. These will flip over. And I can put
You
the
can
one or
put-
two cards anywhere.
You can put them anywhere. You can flip
Alright.
from any pile, put it anywhere.
I did like on the side of this box, it does tell you how many cards are of each kind to kind of press your luck a little bit more calculated. But since I also want to try a gem,
Ooh, you got one.
I also got one. I'm going to not press my luck for that mega jackpot. Flip those over,
Okay.
and then you get to keep going.
yes.
And I'm assuming, when are we done the game? We just keep playing
We keep
until...
playing. Oh, no, see, I didn't get it. So here I have a choice. I can spend one of my dollar coins to go again. I'll do it. Let's go for this one. Oh, and I got it. So I could spend these or keep them. Let's spend them, and these are gonna flip some more things.
Okay.
Because you can't have the pile empty. And I can pick one of these to flip over. Oh, I was wrong. It's the monkey. So now it's your turn.
Now, do we leave the monkey
We
flipped
do
up?
leave it face up, so the next person to come behind has a better chance
Okay.
of. Oh,
I've
now you got it.
I also got it, so I do have a better chance this time. I'll go ahead and do that one. But let's flip over this one. It's also a monkey. So nothing.
Yep. All right. Apple's the cheapest, so it comes up pretty
Yes.
often. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it says there
also-
is 26.
Since there's a huge pile in here,
It's
I'm going
50-50.
to. Oh, I got the genie. So that means I get everything in the jackpot, and we keep playing.
We keep playing, and then we just add up what the coins are in the
Yep.
corner.
Add up all of your points. We didn't see. Let's see if one of these is the. Nope, we have a.
And you said that we can use what we have in our hand to do an additional card. How many times can we do that?
You can go as many times as you want. You have to use a higher denomination each time.
Okay.
So you have to have, like I could do 3 times. There's a 5 and a 7.
if you wanted.
So you'd have to keep. But you just keep playing till one of the decks is gone, and count up the points.
That's fun. I do appreciate that the box lids and
Looks
the
like
bottoms
safe.
are able. That's actually a component in the game that you use and stuff.
Yep. So very simple, easy to play. It
Yeah.
plays very quickly. There's always some of those moments where it's like, oh, is it gonna be it? Is it gonna be it? And like everybody's all excited
Are you
and
getting the
sad.
mega
Like,
jackpot?
no, Melissa got the jackpot.
Just like a real slot game.
Just like real slots. All right. Let's head back over to the table.
Welcome back to the table. You won't believe it. We have another game that we're showing off here at the table, and it's called Prey. P-R-E-Y, not P-R-A-Y. That's a different game. And this game is for 3 to 4 players. We're playing 3 players right now. And is a trick-taking game from All Play. They've come out with a few of these small box games. I think we showed off Rainbow last time, and Hannah, we played what, Panda Panda? Another month. So this one is called Prey. Next month we might show off a different one. And I think there's another one that we want to show off too. But this is a trick-taking game, sure, where you have 2 dice in front of you, and those numbers determine how many tricks you want to win.
Okay, that's a lot of tricks.
You either want to win 3 or 6.
Oh, okay.
6 is special. It could be 0. So your options
You have 3
are
options.
0, 3, or 6.
0, 3, or 6.
I'm going to start. So we are playing Prey. We're playing the dark side first, and that's like the animals.
Well, we should probably explain a little bit more because Ryan hasn't played this yet.
Nah, it's a trick-taking game, right? So I just play the same color, right?
Right.
You have to play the same color.
All right. There's no wild?
There's no wild.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm gonna. So Kevin
I won
wins
that.
with the 12.
Yep. So I have won one of my 2 or 4 tricks that I want to win.
Okay.
I think we should.
No, don't say
So-
anything.
Okay, so I'm just going to experience this.
Do you want to say? I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. go for
So we start with 12 cards in our
it. You
hand.
can continue
They
playing
are
wild,
double-sided. We're gonna play 6 tricks on the dark side,
which is the.
and then when you have 6
Oh.
cards left, you flip it to the other side, the
Okay.
prey. So we're
Okay.
playing the predators right now.
Yep.
Interesting. So I could potentially win tricks with better numbers if I don't
Yes,
blow all my good numbers now.
depending on, because you can see what they are on the other side.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
are you trying to win a bunch in the first half or the second half?
Interesting.
So Kevin's trying to win 2 or 4. You have won how many? 2?
2.
Let's see.
I have won 2 tricks that we can show this if we go quickly.
All right.
Oh, you won it.
I won
So
it.
you're not doing 0, hopefully.
All right, I'm not doing 0. Let's see. I'm gonna go.
And you always
1, 2,
follow
3,
suit
4,
if you
5,
don't have the color, just like normal. You
All
can.
right.
And
All right.
Melissa won.
12.
Mistakes
I
were
need
made.
to win 3 or 4.
We have 2
Mm,
more
that's
tricks
one.
before we flip cards. Oh, can you see Melissa's cards? You can.
Oh. Ta-da.
No, that's good.
Tell us.
All right. I'm trying to remember which numbers have already come out.
So the interesting thing about Prey is the numbers on the either side, they're different. So we're playing the dark side right now, but if I had played this on the light side, this would be a 9.
It would be a more valuable
Yeah,
card on the
so
other
Melissa,
side.
you've won 2.
2. Because we're playing with 3 players, we have 12 cards
Yep.
out of the game.
Yep. So there are cards. So if you played 4, all the cards would be played with.
Mm-hmm.
Melissa's,
So there's less card
playing a card,
counting.
Melissa.
Less card counting
yeah.
with 3 players.
Okay.
And that was the last one. Melissa won.
I'm
That-
at 3.
Everyone, turn your cards over.
But there.
So now,
That's kind of slick.
yep.
Okay, I have won 3.
And you can win 1 more.
I can win up to 1 more to
And you need to win.
meet my
I need
goal.
to win at least 2 more.
Yep.
It's a 3 of the yellow now.
I won.
Kevin's at 3. You're trying to get 4.
Yep. Yep.
It's really tricky, like mentally trying to figure out.
I know I'm gonna win it because I don't know if you said that.
The 12 is the highest.
12 is
it
the
goes
highest.
from.
So I have won 4. Do I want to win another one? Not really. Whew.
You're welcome.
You have to
Kevin.
follow suit if you
Yeah.
have it. If not, you go off suit.
Okay.
You want to win 1 more?
Let's see. I want to win
There's
1
3
more.
tricks left. Uh-oh.
What's gonna happen?
I have to play by 12.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna play my blue 8.
All right, so I've won this one. I've won 4. That's
Yes.
all I want to win.
That's all Melissa wants to
So
win.
I'm hoping people have this color and higher.
Boy, I sure don't.
I do though.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
What's your
But that's
last
my
one?
4. Ah. No! I'm the prey.
You are the prey.
All right, so Kevin, you met your
I
goal.
met my goal.
I also met my goal.
So what happens is you turn it over
If you met the goal.
if you met the goal.
So basically, the first person to win twice, meet their goal twice, wins.
So you could tie,
Okay.
and you share the victory.
Okay.
So,
Prey.
And then we would.
yep.
Yep.
That is a quick. We played half a game of Prey, but you got the idea. You try, and basically we would re-roll for the
Right.
next round. We would re-roll our dice.
Oh,
What'd you get, Melissa?
0, 5, or 6.
Okay. And I would do 2 or 5. So.
Okay. And would I stay with my
No,
6
you
and 3?
re-roll.
You would
re-roll.
re-roll.
Yep.
All right.
3 or 4.
4 or 3. All right.
That is Prey from All Play. Check it out if you like trick-taking games. A little twist on that. I think we're back to the couch.
All right, we are looking at Pina Coladice
Yes.
from Yellow, and the way you play this game, I think it's a 10 or 15 minute game. It is pretty quick. You are just trying to roll dice. You get 3 rolls, and if you fulfill one of the requirements on one of these coasters, you can place your little drink token on the points and then gain those points. So I went first, so I'm at 4 now. We just already started playing.
So I am at 4 points as well.
Yeah. So now it is my roll. My goal is to get the most points with the 6 tokens that I'm putting out, or to do a tic-tac-toe 4 in a row,
Okay.
and that's called a Pina Coladice. So if you do that, you automatically win.
Sweet.
Otherwise, you play until you go through all of your tokens, or somebody gets over 20 points, and then whoever has the most points wins.
Fantastic.
So,
Go for it. It's your turn. Now, when you roll 3 times, can you keep any of the dice you
yeah,
want?
you can set them aside. So there are no. Oh, there's multiple cards. I think there's 25. There might be more in the actual box. You only play with 16 each time you play.
Okay.
So some things that you're like, oh, I know I can do that, but then it's not actually out on the board.
Are these double-sided as well? Or,
Yes.
Yeah.
So we are playing with the circle that is empty inside.
Mm-hmm.
If you play with 3 players, I believe the 4 in the center get flipped over, and maybe the corners, and those have 2 spots to score. So 2 different people can be using that for their tic-tac-toe. And if you have 4 players, they all get flipped over.
Okay. So then all of them would have 2 spots to go.
Yeah, all of them would have 2 spots. All right, I'm going to re-roll. I didn't see anything I liked. Oh.
You have 3
6
twos.
and 7 plus 6 is 13. There was I can do that one.
Okay. Oh, and that's going
2
towards your
points.
thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Getting all, 5 of them the same seems difficult.
It could happen.
Ooh. So I could keep the 3 6s.
Yeah. Is there one that's 3 6s?
Well,
no,
that's
that one's not out.
18. I could try to block you 18, 21, 22.
Oh, you could get that
So
one.
I
Right.
could
Yeah.
block you by
There you
going
go.
here, and that gives me up
2
to
points.
6.
All right. Gonna go again. There is a variant that you can play with the. I just messed up my score. But there's a variant you can play with the first player coaster, where if you end up after your 3 rolls not able to actually put it down anywhere, you can roll one of your dice again and then have a little bonus effect. But it's pretty nasty, so we're not.
Oh
playing
no,
with that right
yeah,
now.
we're not on this learning game.
I'm going to hold on to this 3 and re-roll these.
This is.
Oh,
Oh.
I got 3 3s. That's what I wanted. I'm going to do that one there. 3 3s.
There isn't a way to knock someone off, right? We're just at the,
not without the bonus
variant?
roll
Okay.
variant. But yeah, you can move their tokens around or remove them from the board. It's harsh.
This is it is kind of fun to have the possibilities. Oh, trying to get less than 9 seems difficult. I'm just gonna reroll.
So some of the ones out here, this only requires 3 dice, but a lot of them require all 5 of your dice. So like here you need over 26. This one is not just 2, 4, and 6. It's all evens, all odds.
Oh, so I would need to get all odds, and
Yeah,
so I
you
have
don't
to
need
try
1,
more
3,
time.
and 5.
I
You
need
just
to
need
try-
just odds.
Oh, I didn't get it, so I didn't get nothing, right? Or because there's no 2 5s out there, not
No.
anymore.
No 2 5s.
All right. Oh well, I busted.
you busted.
I busted.
Here we go.
What's there? We already did it, I think.
Oh, this one.
Oh,
Yeah, you can do that
I
one.
did that one. Okay.
All right, let's see. I want to get all evens. So I
I-
can get my Pina Coladice.
Yeah, let's see what we
and
get with our final 2.
automatically win. One away. Last roll.
Can you get all evens?
No.
No.
All right, let's see. Is there 2
2
4s?
There's 3 4s.
No. I don't.
Less
I don't
than
have less
9?
than 9 or more than 26. I think I busted.
Okay.
All right,
So
your roll.
trying to get those final 2. 2 2s. Let's go for those.
If you get more than 20 points, you flip your
I have
coaster
4
over.
3s. Where's the one with, I need to get 5 3s to get that one down there? Let's try it. No, but I did get all odds.
Oh, all odds.
So I can
good.
do 2. And I actually know what my points are really, so we'll
Okay.
see who actually
I gotta
wins.
try to
We only
get-
have like 2 more.
Nope. Okay, let's try these.
Got
1
3
more.
twos.
I just need an even.
Get an even. Yes, you got an even.
I did it, and I automatically win. So I got a Pina Coladice,
Perfect.
which is so hard to say because I want to say Pina Colada dice every time. But this was Pina Coladice from Yellow. Hope you enjoyed it. Check it out. It's pretty fast. My kids play it,
yeah.
and they beat me. So
Perfect.
I think we're heading back to the table.
All right, welcome back to the table.
I
Where's the box
Did
top,
not
Melissa?
get a second one.
If you get the first player.
Oh, okay. All right, we were deep in strategy. We were playing Hutan, with A Life in the Rainforest.
Ooh.
This is from the op.
And it reminds me a little bit of Aqua from the op, if you've ever played that one with the coral reefs and water. But we are building out our rainforest.
I think
Trying to get
you're
trees.
taking your last turn.
Oh,
then.
yes, I was. Why don't you talk while
Sure.
I...
So what you're
flowers.
doing in this game of Hutan, you're basically laying out flora in your rainforest. And the way you do that is you have a market of different flower cards that you are pulling from, placing them on your board. And as you do that, you're trying to get them to match in this. So right here is a. Can you see?
Probably not.
Melissa has
Yeah,
one.
well, I am
There you go.
getting ready to. I have 2 blue flowers in this.
Love it.
My card says I get any one flower of my choice. I'm going to choose a blue, and I'm going to stack this here to gain a tree.
So as soon as you stack a second of the same color on a spot, you immediately get a tree.
And I have trees
Loved it.
in this section. They are the same color, so I can actually call in the matching animal
Squaw!
to come into the board
You
here.
can lay it down.
And it'll be worth 3 points at the end of the game. So each section is telling
Okay.
you how many points you get for filling it with the same color flowers, and if you have an animal in it. So
Okay.
bigger sections are going to be worth more points. But I have the first player, so I would draft.
Yep. And this comes back out. Yeah.
I'm going to draft 2 red. The flowers that I put out have to be adjacent to each other.
Yeah. In this case, you couldn't place them on top of each other.
Right, you cannot place both in the same section,
Okay.
but I could do this to get a tree here.
And I'm gonna do this one, and I'm gonna take a white. Can I get a white from the box?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
Are any of those white?
I got one. I'm gonna put a white, which I'm gonna get some trees here. Oop, in just a second. But I'm gonna finish blue and yellow. Blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow. Blue
So
and
I
yellow.
want to. I think Melissa mentioned this. You want the same color in
A region.
the region, and I have white. So can I have the rhino, please?
White rhino.
Ooh.
So the rhino, it goes right there, and I will get 3 points at the end of the game.
Okay. I'm going to grab this one that gives me 2 black flowers, and I'm going to continue filling out this field.
That's great. So you just want black, 2 black, or another black on all that, and that would be amazing points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm going
Now,
for
while
it.
Melissa's thinking, there is another. If you played Aqua, you can add sort of modules on and make it a little bit more difficult, more advanced. The same thing with Hutan. You can add sort of goals that you're trying to accomplish. Here they are. Whoop.
Ooh.
That you can basically be like, oh, I want to have 4 animals, or I want the trees next to or an edge, or things like that, or having them in
Okay.
certain trees in certain configurations, and they're going to get you even more points.
So another thing to consider as you're playing and getting closer to the end of the game, which we're not, any area that you have started and is not complete by the end of the game is negative 2 points.
Ooh, that's bad.
Any area that has mismatched flowers is also negative 2 points. Because you may get into a situation later where you can't
Your first player.
you have to put things in spots where
So
it's not
yes.
good for you.
So
Okay.
negative points only matter if there's something in a.
right, if it's completely empty, it's not negative.
Okay.
So I can place these in there. It's fine as long as they're adjacent to a flower I've already placed, right? So I can go
And
all
then
over
they
the place
have to
with
be
these.
adjacent to each other.
Okay, as I place these, I have to place them.
Which one did you? You're doing this one?
Yeah.
So you want to do yellow, blue, black, or something?
Okay, gotcha. Blue, black,
There you go.
And then that
and
way.
then this becomes a tree.
You got it.
Mhm. Yes. So anyway, we would keep doing that. There's a certain number of piles you make at the beginning for a certain number of rounds. We've
I'm gonna do
enjoyed.
this one.
Oh well, I didn't go, but that's
Too
fine.
bad.
Leaving her in the dust. Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna do one more too.
Kevin's like, I'm gonna keep playing.
Okay, sorry.
Red.
I just wanted to get my I just want to get my orangutan out, and I'm good. All right, I've got points.
Kevin has points. But anyway, that's basically, there's a family version that you can play that takes out some of the negative points and other things. There's also, I forget, there's something with the animals where when you call an animal, do you get to fill, which we weren't doing.
My bad.
I believe when you call an animal, you get to populate the spaces around it.
With that same color or
with any color.
Really?
Yeah, that's huge.
Okay.
Huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge to get things going and potentially doing others.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's Hutan. It has the fun little animals.
I should have done yellow, like black when I put the rider down.
Okay.
Because if it was already something.
Yeah,
new,
I'm not sure about the diagonal.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's all around. I'll look at it real quick while you talk about.
It's probably right there.
Talk about the simultaneous boards.
Oh, so each board has a little color in the middle.
Yep.
And basically one player sets up the configuration and then everyone has the same configuration of their board. There is a recommended starting configuration in the rulebook for your first game.
Okay, here it is. Fertilize. When you attract an animal, you may place flowers on all adjacent spaces, never diagonal.
So up to
I couldn't
4.
do those two.
Yeah. Up to the 4
that are
orthogonally.
On as many of those spaces as you'd like. The flowers can be a mix of colors you choose and can also be used to grow trees. So I could put a blue on here.
Yes.
Okay, so I could do blue, yellow, black, and I can still. It helps you get
the trees faster.
Trees a lot faster.
Okay.
That's really big.
Yep.
So
cool.
So that is Hutan. Just looking to see if there's any questions. All right, I think we're going back to the couch.
All right, we are looking at Slide from Gigamike, one of those.
Yes.
Slide comes in this nifty sliding box. I don't know if you got that.
On theme and brand.
Super cool. So the way you play this game, if you've ever played Furry Foodies or watched our video on it, it reminds me of that a lot. And that's why my girls can play, because they love Furry Foodies.
Okay.
But it's simpler than that. You pick a card that is upside down, you flip it over, and then whoever has the slide token currently gets to pick first from the numbers that are out. So everybody's put a number in and opened up a space. You try to put that number into your grid somewhere. I'm going to pick the 4, and you slide it in. You can't place it directly into the space. You have to slide it in from the row or column to fill in that gap.
I'm going to take
this
that
is
3
a
left
game.
and put it over here.
And that was great for her and for me, because at the end of the game, you sum up all of the numbers that are left, and whoever has the lowest sum wins. However, every number that is adjacent to an identical number gets removed. So right now, all of my 4s, my 2 8s, my 5s are going to be removed if I don't mess them up. Her 10s and 9s, she doesn't want to mess those up. Her 3s as well. They'll all be discarded at the end. If we don't butcher it. All right. Is it my draw?
It is.
I'm going to draw this 8 and slide it in with my other 8s.
I mean, 1s aren't that bad, but
Not too bad.
that is fine.
And then we put it over to you.
And then I'm starting. I don't like either of those, but
But you
5
don't
is
wanna give me a
less, and I
5.
don't want to give him a 5.
Don't want to give me a 5. All right. I don't want to mess up my 5s, so I'm going to push this 6 in from that way.
Ooh,
I get to pick.
you do get to pick first.
And I'm going to draw this 5 because it helps me, and it would have helped you as well.
It would have, but I'm going to actually think I'm going to keep the 3s in a line. It's okay if I let those 1s go.
All right, last
That's
one.
hard.
And it's
I
your
get
pick.
to start. I'm going to slide that 5 right back into
Nope,
this.
can't put it
can't
straight
put it
in.
there.
I know you want to.
I want to.
You get draw the 3, yeah.
Okay.
You can slide the 3 in.
I'll slide the 3.
Yeah,
You can't
it
put
would've
it
been nice
straight
to get
in.
that 5,
You do
but
have to
couldn't do
slide
it.
something.
Yeah, so I'm going to insert my 5s. Now you remove all the cards that are adjacent and identical All my 8s.
Wish
All my
once we
4s.
removed things, it worked.
Yeah. All right. So my total is.
28.
I'll show the audience. What
30.
is this?
I have 35.
Oh, go
10 plus 9.
We're trying to get
17,
less than each other.
26.
Oh,
26
you got
to
me.
35. So I would win, and then we could just quickly pull it out and play another one because it's just a 15-minute game.
I think because you're teaching, that's why you've
Yeah,
won both games
that's
so
right.
far.
You don't reveal all the rules until you're halfway in. That is the key to winning. So that's Slide. Check it out. And are we ready back? play a
We are
second
actually
game.
going to the.
Oh, we're
We're
going to
gonna
go to the wall for a message from our sponsor.
Maybe.
In a moment, we're almost
talking.
We're going to keep talking.
All right.
And
Do you need help?
eventually-
Do you need help?
Hey, welcome back to the table. Hope you have seen a little bit more about what Wallzap is all about. You can add cool art and display that on your wall like a Wallzap. All right, this game is called Lost in Adventure, the Labyrinth version from DB Games. There are other versions of this game, but we're going to show you a little bit about this one, Labyrinth. We might dive in a little bit.
Just a little.
This is a sort of adventure type game, but it's cooperative.
So
All about adventure.
not quite like an exit or unlock. It's a little bit more story based. It doesn't have like extreme puzzles or anything, but you're going to be making choices.
There's like a couple deduction things you're trying to accomplish. in the
Okay.
game.
So we start off and we have this ship that's happening, and it tells us to draw card number 1.
What does it say,
from the
Melissa?
deck.
The beginning.
The beginning. The storm casts us into the water. We can only rely on divine intervention. Flip it over. Poseidon emerges from the waves. Hopefully, he's in a good mood. Place scenery card 2 face down.
Okay.
And then we
Flip it over.
flip it over.
There he is. Card 2.
There are 3 card 2s, so we have choices.
Oh, this is it.
We can tell Poseidon, save me, a reasonable request. Save her, there is no choice but that dictated by the heart. Or save us. After all, nothing is impossible for a deity. Save me, save her, save us.
What do you want to do, Ryan? We know what we've done.
Kevin and I have played this, right?
Okay, so I get to choose.
You have the sole vote.
I'm gonna say save us.
Save us, okay?
Come on, bro.
We're going to discard these. We did
I
not
feel like this
choose
is gonna
those
go badly.
choices.
Here we go. Let's see how it goes.
This is Poseidon speaking.
Of course it
2
is.
lives. And now you. They are worth more than 1. You are asking a lot, human. Prove your worth to me. Save my friend Asterion, imprisoned in the labyrinth. If you have the favor of the Olympian gods, I will grant your request. You cannot put a price on life. All right, we are going to remove a specific item card.
Oh, no.
Let me know what else happens down there.
From the game, then place scenery cards 3 to 9 face down. 3 to 9
Okay.
face down, and we reveal prophecy card 1.
All right, so we
almost does that. Asterion is in the labyrinth. You will rescue him from his imprisonment. And just so you know, Asterion, this is sort of like a myth, legend about the Minotaur that's lost in the labyrinth. And when we fulfill this prophecy, we will gain sort of like life points, and we will reveal some more prophecies.
we're gonna move some of those prophecies out of the way.
Get out
So
of here, prophecy.
basically, it's having us build a map, and it shows us where the
And
cards.
it tells us where
Connect.
that little circle tells us where we are supposed to go, and then we reveal wherever we are. We reveal, and this says 3 dots on 3, so there should be 3 threes.
Is that Ariadne?
I don't know, maybe.
So we have one of them that has an exclamation point. We have to do
Might
this
as well
one
do it.
first. The Awakening. When I open my eyes again, the glow of the sun prevents me from focusing on the imposing settlement looming on the horizon. Knossos, the city of the labyrinth. Take item A and reveal prophecy 2.
Prophecy 2.
We have a hand.
We got.
Oh, sweet!
So we probably should
I'm a
stop.
fan of those.
Right. Well, we could at least show what the other 2 cards
for it.
are. Ariadne, sitting on a stone, she watches the horizon while spinning wool, and then a torch. So some of these things we can just flip over and take as items.
Some of them,
later
it tells you when it has a question mark. It says you need to put at least one item that you already have with this, and then you would turn it over, and it would tell you.
It's like if it's item A, this is what happens.
If you chose item B, this is what happens.
Okay.
Or it could be whatever item you chose doesn't interact with it at all.
Sometimes I can't find one. Sometimes it asks for 2 items. So anyway.
So did you guys play through a whole one?
We did this whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah, it was probably about an hour and a half.
We made it to the end. We found the Minotaur.
Did you live?
We succeeded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are different levels of endings based on your choices, and we have these.
We definitely should have done something. I won't spoil it for you all. Maybe Ryan, you can take it home. You can try it.
We
try to survive the labyrinth.
have these divine favor tokens, and depending on how many you have, you can access certain cards or not. And there are ways to gain them and lose them. If you do something stupid, you're probably going to lose them. If you do something that the gods like, you're going to gain them.
Okay.
There are some cards that, if you interact with them, it's always going to be bad. And then others, depending on which items you use and what you have, you'll have levels of what happens.
Okay, interesting.
So that is Lost and Adventure. The Labyrinth, it was not, I would not put it on the, it was light.
It's a light
level
game.
of
But there are choices that you need to make, and there are clues in the story that will help you make better choices. Let me say it that way.
And if you know your Greek mythology,
it's even better.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable.
All right, we are now going to the couch, and I think we're probably joining you.
Okay.
Yep, yes you are. All right, we are playing a new version of Connected Clues, so you can play along with us in the chat. This one is rhyme time. So we will take turns giving clues, and it's 2 random items, and so you'll have a clue for the first item and a clue for the second item, and they rhyme.
Yes.
The last word of those, it might be a 2-word, like a name or something. Last word of those will rhyme. So you'll have 2 things you'll put together.
Okay.
For example, let me.
Am I in the chat if I go over here?
Sure.
Try not to look.
That's actually a great one to do. So it might be something like Will Smith and Plead the Fifth on the card. And so I will give a clue to get you to say Will Smith and Plead the Fifth.
Okay.
All right, so first one is Rescue Rangers and Where You Might Die of Dysentery.
So I don't want to give them clues. I want to be the
No,
one who says
anybody
it.
can say the answer. So there's going to be an answer for the first clue.
Trail tail.
DuckTales Oregon Trail. Oregon.
No.
No, because it has to rhyme. So if it's dysentery, it would be like Oregon Trail.
Chippendale, Oregon Trail.
Yes,
There it is.
Chippendale, Oregon Trail.
All right.
I had Chippendale. I couldn't think of the second one.
Okay. Crock-pot beef meal and breakfast food that might be from Paris made with bread.
Say that one more time.
Crock-pot beef meal and a breakfast food that might be from Paris made with bread.
I'm like
Maybe
roast
pot-
toast.
You're on the right track.
Croissant.
So
Might-
Paris.
Pot roast
Yep.
and
French toast.
There you go. There you go.
Alright,
I was trying to get you to say French in there, and I was like,
French
Nice.
toast.
Okay, interesting.
Who's the
Cupcakes
publisher for the next page?
it's connectedclues.com. They have a series of connected clues.
Do you want to look through those and pick one? Or
Have you looked at them yet?
I have.
All
looked
right.
at them.
Well, she
Or-
could probably.
All right.
give me a sec.
Next one is
See if you can-
swamps in Florida and inline skates.
Everglades rollerblades.
Yes. Good
Nice.
job. That was fast. You didn't even give anybody time at home to
I was-
answer.
I was
Sorry,
looking.
sorry.
You're good.
Canada Dry or Verner's
And legendary golden cup.
Ginger ale,
ale.
Holy Grail.
There it is.
Oh, well done.
People slip on it and they go up in a.
Hot air balloon.
No. They go. It's at a amusement park and they go around in a circle.
Ferris wheel.
Banana peel Ferris wheel.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm thinking of how the clue for the second part. Okay. Crass superhero setting for a musical.
say that again. I'm sorry.
Crass superhero setting for a musical.
No idea.
Deadpool
Deadpool.
High School.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. I have Danny Tanner and
Full House
Sick.
Mickey Mouse.
yeah.
I already knew that. What else is gonna go with house?
All right, Melissa grew up here and North versus South.
Maryland. I know this
Civil War.
Baltimore Civil War. There it is.
I was like,
That's
what?
a little harder one.
All
There's a
right.
little slant rhyme on that one. Baltimore Civil War.
Yeah.
They're friends with Tigger. Sequel, great army. I don't know how to say that. How do you say it without saying the word? They're friends with Tigger. Sequel to the great collision. I don't know. Collision? How do you say it without saying the word?
Who in World War II?
But you have to say the whole name.
Winnie the Pooh,
Winnie
World
the
War
Pooh,
II.
World
Yeah.
War II.
I was like, how do you get to like? I can't say two or
You can say
war.
like D-Day.
D-Day. Okay,
Yeah.
that was it.
I mean, you got it. So
Yeah.
All right. Mickey spouse. Scary place.
Minnie Mouse Haunted House.
Ta-da.
Yellow guy who eats ghosts. Bird board game.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man Wingspan.
Nice.
Okay.
Got some games in there.
All right, here we go. Sappy movies owes money, or owes money to.
So rom-com.
The Sappy movies, the show, the place where you watch them, not the place, the
Lifetime. Oh, Hallmark channel. Hallmark.
owe money to.
Lone Shark.
Hallmark Loan Shark.
Yeah.
There you go.
He might believe about soccer, always believe, and then the western town in Texas.
All right, what was that first one?
Yeah.
Soccer show with believe.
Is it Ted Lasso?
Uh-huh.
Alamo?
No, it's
El Paso.
El Paso.
Ted Lasso, El
El
Paso.
Paso.
That's
Yeah.
what it is. Okay.
Northern Lights, and castle where the Queen lives in England.
Northern Lights, Aurora, Windsor Castle, Aurora Borealis.
In London.
Aurora Borealis, Buckingham
Palace.
Palace.
Okay. That's kind of fun.
There's some.
You
All
gotta
right.
get there. Tongue twisters.
A specific credit line that you would carry in your wallet, and then the dog that has whiskey around its neck.
Ooh. Ooh.
MasterCard Saint Bernard.
Bam.
Wow.
This girl gets it.
There it is.
All right, Han Solo and Chris Pratt's character.
Millennium Falcon, Lord. Oh.
Guardian. No, it's not Guardian. What is his name? His actual name is
Star Wars Star Lord?
No.
Star-Lord. Sith Lord? No, because it has to rhyme, not be the exact same.
Han Solo.
Bounty Hunter? No.
Yeah.
No.
Who is Han Solo?
Harrison Ford Star Lord.
Yeah,
Got it.
There it is.
Frankenstein dance. PMS woman.
Oh,
Frankenstein dance PMS woman.
Wow.
no.
No clue.
Thriller. No.
That'd be zombie dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's zombie.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What is he? He stomps. What is Frankenstein? What does Melissa think Frankenstein's dance is?
I don't know.
Yeah, have you ever seen Melissa dance like Frankenstein?
No.
Okay, let's see what else we can do. Creatures party and dance.
Monster
And-
Mash.
Warm woman.
Monster Mash Hot Flash.
Yes.
Well done.
There it is. I don't know why I did that.
All
Okay.
right, here we go. Beginning calendar. Hoo-ha-ha.
January 1st. New Year's Day.
Beginning calendar and hoo-ha-ha. The second one's shark bait, I think.
Yep.
So,
Shark bait.
What rhymes with shark bait? First
Date.
date, shark bait.
okay, well done.
There we go.
Hoo-ha-ha.
Okay, wholesome grocery store. The thing you hold when watering your garden.
Oh, and watering your, so it's not the
Ooh.
Lowe's hose?
No.
Watering hose?
I'm going through like all of the
Whole Foods. I don't know.
like. You said family friendly,
I said wholesome
Wholesome.
grocery store.
Publix?
so Whole Foods.
Trader Joe's. Garden hose.
There you
There
go.
it is.
There it is.
Yep.
I had the wrong. I was too high.
Trader Joe's.
Yep. Down slightly.
I think we got it.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today for our Saturday morning board game show. Once again, we have a
We have live play.
lovely end game thing. So
We-
stick around after this.
for
Kevin was going to mention.
for that. But before we do,
For that, meaning a music video featuring someone in this room.
Yes.
Oh.
yep, in just a second. But join us Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time for, I think we're going to do Between Two Castles or Hutan. We're not sure which one we're doing. We'll see, depending on how many players we get. So
Yeah.
One of those two games for a live play.
yeah,
Yes.
Thursday night.
Okay.
And next week we'll be playing another map of Maglev Metro.
There we go.
Ooh.
All right, stick around.
In a world of cards and dice where stories come alive, I stand among the shelves where dreams of gaming thrive. With every box I open, a new adventure starts. I'll guide you through the maze, I'll show you all my hearts. Oh, I'll find the game that speaks to you, the one that makes your spirit soar. From battles fierce to laughter pure, I'll open every door. With magic in my hands and wisdom in my soul, I'll help you find the peace that makes you whole. The table is a stage where every move's a song, a dance of wit and wonder where all of us belong. I'll teach you all the rules, then watch the magic grow as I beat you in the last round and reveal my hidden role. But I'll find a game that speaks to you, the one that makes your spirit soar. From mystery solved to laughter pure, I'll open every door. With magic in my hands and wisdom in my soul, I'll help you find the peace that makes you whole. Oh, but when the night grows quiet and the final move is made, we'll gather up the memories, our joy will never fade. For games are more than pieces, they're the bonds that we create. And as your concierge, I'll find the game to serve as your checkmate. Oh, so come and join the table, let our stories intertwine. Your connoisseur is waiting, the night is yours and mine. I will help you find the perfect game to my play until the dawn, or at least until it's 8:30 and I'm completely gone. Oh, I'll find the game that speaks to you, the one that makes your spirit soar. From wooden bits to gold that's pure, I'll open every door with magic in my hands and wisdom in my soul. I'll help you find the peace that makes you whole. Oh yes, I'll help you find the peace that makes you whole. Oh, I will find the peace that makes you whole.